That's a very, very, very big snake, okay? That's a big, big snake. Stop calling her. That's a very big snake. Listen, one of the things or peace that I have made upon myself was that I said to myself, I was like, you know what? Under normal circumstances in this world, I sat down, I thought about this and I realized the reality is there is no way in which any of your closest people won't gossip about you at some point. One way or another, you might not know, you might end up not finding out, but one way or another, whether it's your best friend, whether it's your parents, your sister, like no matter how close your spouse, at some point they will gossip about you. They will talk bad about you. Just in the same fashion that sometimes when you are angry at them, you say some things with a fellow somebody that, you know what, the problem with my mom is like she likes it. The problem with this guy likes the problem with like at some point you're gonna be negative. So if we were, I like putting it like this, if we were all to hear each and everything that people say about us while we're not there, we were all gonna hate one another. I assure you. The very same person that you've helped so deep, you had mercy on, they will say some nasty things that if you were to hear them with your own ears, oh my gosh, you wouldn't even want to talk to them ever again for the rest of your days. But just because some of the things we don't hear, even when we meet them, we tend to help them more. We tend to spend time with them more. We tend to relax around them and life goes on. And at the end of the day, we never even find out that this person once did this. And you find that even their actions, they never get to show that this is the very same person that was speaking bad about you. So this is like this. Let me just put it out like this. I'm laying a foundation, okay? Just hear me out till to the very end. So it's like this. There are some people that will speak nice about you, but then when it comes to actions, it's totally opposite. It's evil what they do. Whereas there are some people who can speak negative about you, but their behavior towards you is so godly. So you see, which one amongst these were you gonna choose? Let me answer that one for you. Someone might be thinking right now, myself, no, I don't prefer both. Rather, you speak good and you act good. How can you speak bad and you act? You get me? So the thing is, like, the unfortunate part, we'll never know. We just see people acting nice and we also relax amongst them. Most people would say, I want someone to speak well as act well towards me. Some will say, to be spoken bad, but act good maybe is better. And even I think that is much better. But let me tell you, we can never be prepared to hear someone speaking. Words are that strong. Words are that powerful. No matter how much we may be prepared, we cannot withstand them. So at the end of the day, I made peace that, you know what, let me not deny that people are talking ill about me. My closest friend, at some point, they might not be overdoing it. They might not do it often, but there comes a point where he gets trapped in a situation where he had to speak bad about me. Even I, sometimes unintentionally, I do find myself maybe saying some things which if I was to sit down, I'm like, yeah, but if my friend was to hear that I said this, I made this comment, this friend of mine was not gonna like this. So at the end of the day, that brought me to a place where I was like, okay, Ishmael, stop having so high expectations, but they do expect that at some point people are gonna talk, and be ready to let go and forgive when they speak bad. But then I remember at some point, this was actually this year, early this year, when I had somehow I had what my mom said about me behind my back. I don't know whether it was really true or not, but as much as I was well prepared that there is no way that my mom can be 100% honest with me, especially since I have siblings. Somewhere, somehow, when I'm gone, I do something, there is no way she won't say some nasty stuff a bit. Maybe where she's angry at me, maybe because I refused something or whatever way. But I think the thing that hurt me the most, it's the things that were spoken. I was like, I don't mind. She could have just said whatever, even negative, but how can it get so deep? I remember at some point I was mad at her, but we were talking and all, but that really hurt me. I won't lie to you. That really hurt me. As much as I never got to really prove whether she said it, but the lesson that I want to give you here, I was more hurt about the level of the things that was said. I was like, I don't mind even if she had said this, but how can it be this extreme, because to me now I interpret it as in like maybe she hates me, maybe she doesn't like my presence. That's how I took it, because I'm like, come on, she could have just complained about this, but how can it get to that extent? Because it's to me now it sounds so deep to an extent where I cannot really trust anything that now she does. You get what I'm saying? So, but that taught me a big lesson. As much as what happened, something made us to really forget about that. Even I had even forgotten it once came to that. So, but I want to show you a lesson. Focus now, imagining people outside. There are some people who are your friends, okay? They are your friends and they get to be extreme. Let me tell you something. There are limitations to everything. That is why I'm giving you this foundation. I want you to be careful from now on. Some people can be cruel and dangerous, and especially people you are not born with. If people who you are born with can be dangerous, how much more of those that are outside? If brothers of Joseph could attempt to kill their own blood, how much more someone outside? Let me tell you something. They're going to talk about you just as well as you are talking about them. Don't blame them when sometimes you hear that they said this. No. But there are some things that they should not do. They should not. There are some limitations. I know that some people are too sensitive that even the smallest things, they'll be like, oh, no. I'm like, set a standard. That, okay, let me leave a room for disappointment. Let me leave a room that if my friend asks me for help and I refuse, they can possibly complain to the next friend and say, oh, this one, I don't like that. He's stubborn at times. You get what I'm saying? Such sayings are dead. Those ones accept them, expect them. But then there are some that are too deep that you find that, like, if someone maybe, what example can I give you? Okay, let's just take it's someone that you always help, and they tell you that, this person is so selfish and stingy. They only think of themselves. That one is useless. I can't believe this person. I wish like they can just, everything that they have can be taken away. I would be happy if something bad is to happen to their care. So you see how deep that is. I hope now you get my point. Someone who speaks like that, honestly, especially if they really did that is so scary. Stop calling her your friend. Stop calling that person your friend. No matter how much you might say you have a forgiving heart, please start being careful, okay? Start being careful, because that is a knife that is ready to stab you in the back. I have once been in that position where you would find that I have a friend will start to stab me in the back, but then we'll end up being good. But as much as we could reconcile and stuff, I was not so surprised when it got to a point where the friendship finally got to some sort of end. And I was like, but the signs had been there. It's just a matter of time because this friend would be stabbing me in the back. So the signs, they are speaking. That is why those are the people that if they can be offered money to kill you, money to sell you out, they would sell you out without blinking. So be careful. Be careful. Okay? I'm just wanting to give this with someone, you know what I'm talking about. I believe, in fact, not even one person. Like I have a group of people who right now, I'm not talking, we're all going to encounter this in the future, but right now you have something similar to what I'm talking about, or you have experienced this. I pray for you. May God be for you in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. My details are in the comment section below. See you next time.